Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another tutorial. In today's video, I am going to teach you how to sketch. If you're new to my channel, my name is Desiree and I am the artist behind Artfully Des. And the sketch that I'm going to teach you today is not the only way, but I'm going to teach you how I do it. And my goal for doing this is for you to break free from watching tutorials that are like 45 to an hour long. So you want to be able to draw your own elements. I mean, watching tutorials as a beginner is fine. For the long term, definitely want to be able to draw your own elements. When I was a beginner, this is one of the things that I avoided because I thought it was boring. It was plain. It was messy. And I didn't like it. But then I knew I had to learn how to do it because there were a lot of things that I wanted to draw, but I couldn't draw unless I watched like an hour-long tutorial. And I felt like I've always wasted so much time. So I had to sit down, learn how to sketch, and I did it every single day for 2 weeks until I got the hang of it. And ever since, I am able to draw elements from reference or from my own imagination. And again, let me just warn you, this is probably gonna be boring. If you just watch this video and follow along, you'll thank yourself later. So if you're excited, go ahead and grab your iPad and your pen and let's get started. Okay, so what we are going to sketch today is very simple, nothing complicated. I just want to show you how it's actually done. So I have here my reference, and in case you're new to Procreate, here's the way for you to turn on your reference. So again, the wrench tool, go to your reference, and sometimes this is empty. You can just go ahead and import and then select any image here. That's how you turn on your reference, and you have the option to make it smaller, make it bigger, like move it around the screen wherever you're more comfortable with. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to grab my sketching pen or brush. You can also find it from go to sketching, and then you can grab the 6B pencil. This is one of my favorites, or HB pencil, whatever. This technique actually uses the basic shapes for us to be able to create something. So what I want to do first is to assess the photo. The overall shape that I can see right now is a rectangle, right? This is the rectangle. I can also see the triangle here. I can see the circle here. So those are the things that we are going to use. So first, I am going to, this is the first thing that I always do, draw the overall shape or height of the overall shape of the element. So I'm just assuming that this is the overall shape. This is where I got it from. So this part right here. If you think it's like too slim or too thin, go to the transform tool and select freeform, and you can tweak it a little bit. And I think I'm good. So I'm going to add the dots where these are, these corners. So I'm just assuming it's here based on the photo. Don't be afraid to explore, okay? You can make mistakes. This is just a sketch. Be as messy as you can. If you need to go over and add more line or delete something, go ahead and do that. So I'm assuming that these 3 corners are these lines. So I can go ahead and do that. And then the next thing for me is to assess how far is this from this line. So this part right here. So I'm just estimating it should be here, right? Or maybe here. So I can go ahead and do that. So if you want to delete that, less distraction, that's fine. Go ahead and do it. All right, so also this part right here is going to be in the center of these 2 dots. That's where the dot is helpful, right? So what I'm gonna do now is to add the triangle, right? And I don't need this part anymore. I can delete it, right? Okay, so now I can add another rectangle here, right? And now I'm going to add the dot of the one corner here. So estimation is here. I can go ahead and draw the line, and I can connect the line here. This is not done. You still have this one. So if you want to see it clearer, you can zoom it in. Let's zoom it in. Okay, so what you want to do here, like, where is this? So it's here, there's part of it here, and there's part of it here, right there. And then on this one, it's like here. We made it bigger, but it's okay. It doesn't have to look exactly the way it is on the picture that you grab. What we are trying to get here is the shape of a carton. Or it doesn't have to go this way, because then it's gonna look so big. So I can just estimate it to be here. So what I'm going to do now is to draw the first, not circles, not even a circle, it's like oval. And then I'm going to draw another oval here, right? And then I'm going to draw this. And if you think it's too big, you can always adjust it. And I can delete this. And I can delete that. If you want to delete everything, you can do it now before you start actually drawing on top of it, because it's easier to make mistakes now and perfect everything than later. So, okay, then we can see that it's too big. So as what I have mentioned, it's better to make adjustments now than do it later when you're already drawing on top of it. It's easier to do it now. So there you go. We have a sketch of a carton of milk. And how easy was that? It was very easy. But if you went straight, so let me just show you. But if you went straight from drawing like this, like trying to draw it right away, it would be harder for you to figure out, like, where is this going? It can probably be here, but then it's easier for you to make mistakes if you're not doing it the right way. So this is your final sketch, right? So if you actually think you need it more broad, just a little bit, you can always use the free form. And I also love to use the warp tool if I want to make changes to it, especially if I'm sketching like the round edges. I can use the warp tool. And if I want to start drawing here, I can turn this down into like really faint color as long as I can still see it. And then I'm gonna draw, actually not on top of it, but underneath my sketch layer. I can name this sketch. So we can set this to multiply so that you can still see it even if you put something underneath it. And that's when I'm going to start drawing. So I'm gonna show you. And then when you're actually drawing, it's very important for you to, when you're actually drawing already, it's very important for you to put the lines if you can. I don't usually do that, but if you're a beginner, it's better for you to put all the lines on separate ones. It's better for you to put the lines on separate layer here. Right. And when I tell you that you need to put your layers on your elements or stuff on different layers, that's the reason why. Because I want to be able to delete this part later. So I'm just showing you again how I do it. And if you want, I can make another example. When I say start with the basic shapes, I want to show you another example, but I'm just going to finish this one. So I can hide that again, open a different layer, and then this is where I want to put this. So as you can see, like, my lines are kind of messy. I don't actually care if it's straight or not, or if it's big or not, because that's my art style. I don't want it really super perfect. I want it kind of messy. Yeah. But if that's not your art style, you can always do your own thing. There you go. We have our milk carton. So I'm going to show you another example so you can understand it better. So we have here a leaf, right? So what basic shapes can we use to draw this leaf? So what I'm going to do here is that point, point, and point, okay? Whoops, I'm sorry. So we have 3 points there. So I'm going to draw the 3 points where this one, and that one, okay? Now, I also want to add the point here, okay? So this, let me just estimate it to be here. It actually, it grabbed the color. But anyway, so just do it like that. Just like that. Now, I want to also add, because what we are trying to do is to break it down into basic shapes, as many basic shapes as we can to guide us. So I want to add here 3 circles. What are the 3 circles for, Desiree? I'm going to show you. So this is where I am going to add this curve, okay, where they meet. This curve, okay, and then this one, instead of a circle, this is going to be my second round, like what do you call this, improving the first layer of sketch. So that one, and you can do this just like that. So again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can improve the shape later. And then this one. All right, and then this part is actually now. Did we get the shape that we want? Is this the, like, the even close to the sketch that we are trying to go for? Of course not. We have the shape. We kind of already have the shape. Again, I told you can use this tool, freeform, and then you can use the warp tool. We already have the shape of the leaf. So if you want to erase the rest of the stuff that we added, that's totally okay. Go ahead and erase it. So all right, we already kind of have the shape of the leaf. Now go ahead and use your warp tool to even make it better. There you go. If the warp tool is not working good for you, then you can use the Liquify tool. Push it here, push it there. Okay, now you can add these details here. So this is the shape, the overall shape I want to add. This is going to be my first guide, okay? So I want to add a layer underneath this sketch, and this is going to be my guide as the shape. So I want to start adding this. You don't need to do it just like how it looks on the image, but this is going to be my guide. You see what I'm doing here? Okay, we can remove this. Do we have a leaf? It's getting there. So now what I want to do here is this is still a sketch, okay? This is not the final one. Okay. Now what I want to do is to add more details. I can add this. I can add that one. You know what to do next. All right, so there we have a maple leaf broken down that we broke down using the basic shapes. But try to think of it. If you didn't know this technique, what will you be doing first? If you're a beginner and you try to do it yourself, you'll just go ahead and start drawing the leaf without your guide. And I'm telling you, it's going to be really tough to like even get the right spacing. Where is the curve going? If we didn't use those 3 circles just like that, if we didn't do those, like it's going to be really tough for you to figure it out, and you're going to get frustrated because it's not going where you want it to go and nothing's going right. You probably think, oh, I don't want to do that. It's really complicated. No, it's not complicated. When you get the hang of it, if you go out and see stuff, like a lot of things around you, your brain will start breaking down that one piece of element that you're seeing in front of you. Your brain will start breaking that into basic shapes like triangle. You will see the circle, like you will start imagining things, and that will really help you apply that technique when you're drawing. So again, this is not a waste of time. It's never a waste of time. It will actually save you so much time in the future if you actually learn how to sketch. Let's start to assess the bottle. So we have here a rectangle. So I would draw the rectangle, and we have kind of square at the top, and then we have here a triangle. Right? Those are the three lines, three basic shapes that I see. So I'm going to start doing that. So I'm going to start again. Whoops. Again, I am going to start drawing the overall shape of it and height. Okay. And then I want to add here this part. I'm just going to add a square here. Don't overthink it, just draw a basic square. And then I'm going to add here the triangle, right? If I want to extend it here, that's fine, because this is where my triangle or the body is. So I'm kind of seeing the bottle already, but that's the first step, right? And now the second step for me is to start connecting here. Okay. Again, first draw the basic shapes, and then the second one is you can add more details to it. This is kind of a little bit round on the top, and then I can start adding the lines here. Now, if this is too distracting for you, you can always erase these. Okay, let's do it. Just like that. And at the bottom part, it's actually a little bit curved. There you go. I do have the sketch of a bottled water. And if you want to make adjustments right now, if you want to change something, go ahead and do it before you start drawing. And if you have time every single day to like draw anything that you can see, like in front of you in your house, like outside, whatever you can see, try to sketch it using the basic shapes so you can train yourself doing it. Don't avoid it. So yeah, I hope it helps. This is very simple. You're probably actually really bored watching this video, but I hope it helps you, and I am so excited to see what you guys will sketch using your own imagination or using references like this. It's not bad to look at reference photos as long as you don't, again, copy that photo 100%. I mean, it's okay to do that, but if you are planning to sell your art, you don't copy somebody else's art. That's like stealing. But if you're practicing and if you want to copy it as is, like 100% just to train yourself using a reference photo, then that's totally okay. So yeah, if you like this video, again, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe, and see you in my next video.